So I'm wearing the same clothing as the Yakuza 4 video because I'm recording that, or I recorded that literally 15 seconds ago. Robin is still here and she's joining me now. Hello. Are you going to hear me talk about Robert Eggers' Nosferatu? She doesn't give a shit. Last night, my fiance and I watched Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, and it was, I think I liked it. I don't think she liked it. She thought it was gross, and I don't blame her because it was very gross. But yeah, I've been excited for this film for since it's been announced years ago. I thought it was in development hell for a little while, and it finally came out. I didn't realize it was still happening after it supposedly had gotten canceled 2 years ago. Oh, I got you! Oh, I got you! Oh, I got you! Sit. This is Robin. Hello. Yeah, and I missed The Northman. I never watched it. And I don't remember if there was anything else after The Lighthouse from Robert Eggers. I've seen The Lighthouse and I've seen The Witch, and I like both of them. When The Lighthouse came out, it was one of my favorite films of 2019. And then I just fell off of Robert Eggers. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch The Northman now because I forgot what I was missing. Yeah, we watched it in Dolby Atmos, and that was ridiculous. The sound design is incredible. And as opposed to the very expressive and gothic original, and the kind of dry and I guess vicarious version from the 80s directed by Werner Herzog, this one just kind of revels in terror. The practical effects are obviously they're really good. I think they're completely unforgettable, especially the end. With the last scene. Well, it's not the last scene, but towards the end of the film. If you haven't seen it, I'm just gonna say it's the scene where sunlight is involved. That imagery is burned into my mind. That will not go away. Like the final image of The Lighthouse. That's another iconic piece, which I guess that was kind of paying homage to a painting which I don't know the name of. It's escaping me right now, but Robert Eggers is no short of memorable images. He really excels in very provocative imagery. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I very highly recommend it. Out of a lot of the horror movies that are coming out nowadays, I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of modern horror, but it's probably one of the scariest modern horror films I've ever seen, I personally think. Yeah, it oozes atmosphere, it oozes style. The acting is incredible. It's very theatrical, not theatrical as in a movie theater, but theatrical as in it's these people feel like thespians. That's what I'm saying. These people feel like they're theater actors. Every performance. I don't think I could name a favorite performance because Bill Skarsgård as the towering Nosferatu. First of all, I didn't know he could do an accent like that. That was a very good accent, but they made him look terrifying. My only experience with him in a film was Pennywise in It, and I can see him being a good Nosferatu whenever I first heard of the casting, but thinking about how he is portrayed, he's not portrayed how he's portrayed in the other two Nosferatu films, unless there are more. I don't know if there are more Nosferatu films. Those are the two that I'm familiar with. but he's kind of like a tall, bald, just kind of creepy looking guy. But in this, he's like a decrepit Norse god, kind of. I don't know. There's something about him that makes him look like a rotting lumberjack. Uh, um, but yeah, he's very good. I don't know Johnny Depp's, I think, daughter's name off the top of my head, but her performance is ridiculous. The way that she I don't know how much of this was like practical effects or if she was like actually doing this, but there are of these like these possession scenes in the film, and the way that she contorts her body is I don't know, like it's very unnatural, and she's absolutely terrified. This fear is just pouring out of her every single line that she speaks, whether it be silent dread or full on panic. She really encapsulated that the fear of being possessed and being in an inescapable situation, pretty much. And then obviously I can't talk about the stellar performances of a Robert Eggers film without talking about the stellar performance of Willem Dafoe, because damn, there are a lot of the scenes, like the character he played, he's the professor. A lot of the scenes, he's just he's very dry, and he's very academic, as a professor would be. But there are other scenes where he's he's just going off, and he'll just explode with passion. I remember there was this one scene, I don't even remember what was happening in the scene, but he was talking to another character in his study, and the way that he was talking was very intense, and he was keeping his voice really low key, and the bar is very low, not low volume, but he was, I don't know, it was really intense. It was such concentrated anger and frustration, and I don't know, he just commands every scene that he's in, and I don't know, I don't know what Willem Dafoe's career has been other than a lot of his films that I've seen, but I don't know if he was ever a theater actor or not, but it seems he and a lot of other people in this film have theater background, because the way they have their vocal control is through the roof, and obviously it goes without saying their facial expressions and everything too, but I don't know, there's, I guess the thing with theater acting versus film acting is that with film acting you're gonna have multiple takes, and you can try different things, and it's a very visual medium, so it's a lot of facial acting, but with theater acting it's, you only get one chance to do it, and you have a live audience, and sometimes this audience can be it could be in a very large amphitheater or whatever, and you need to be able to reach all the way to the back of the amphitheater, to the back of the audience, so they can all hear you, and in order to do that you have to be able to project your voice, but not yelling. I feel a lot of the actors in this film were, the techniques that they were doing in speaking their dialogue lines felt very theatrical in terms of live theater. The music, I loved the music. The very haunting, like, string orchestras. There was a lot of spooky ones, some kind of like Ligeti sounding ones. But then there were other ones that just kind of sounded like, pensive or very, I don't want to say atmospheric, but kind of grand in scale. Like a lot of the pieces just sound like either like an epic journey was about to happen, or people are being stabbed, and that's you're making your instruments sound like people getting stabbed. I was thinking of a joke yesterday about Willem Dafoe, because every single time I see him in something, he steals it. He steals the show. And I think honestly, like after seeing the film last night, I don't think I ever realized that Willem Dafoe might be one of my favorite actors. Because he's the best part about pretty much everything he's in. But yeah, Willem Dafoe, I think like he has like a nickname. Okay, it's like Willem. So like picture the name Willem Dafoe, and you got Tor in air quotes, and that's his middle name. So he's Willem Tor Dafoe, because Willem is a tour de force in everything that he's in. But yeah, that's Nosferatu, directed by Robert Eggers. The first film that I saw in theaters in 2025. Definitely won't be the last. Maybe perhaps Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will be my next theater going experience, but time will tell. So yeah, Robin's asleep now. Sleep time for Robin. Bye bye. Uh-oh. Wait. Hello. Do you see yourself?